And I have my good friend Rob. He's going to start to ask you some questions. These are my two left and right-hand men. That is Rudy, and he's going to be helping you as well. But go ahead, Rob, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Lucas. What's up, Peter?
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. My first question for you is, this is going to be your second fight there in Brooklyn. So what was your first impression of the new Barclays Center?
It's a new arena. It's a new feel to the arena, and, you know, I think it can be good for boxing to be able to allow fights to be there. So, you know, for my name to be, you know, connected to that, it's a blessing. I'm just happy to be part of such a huge event there in Brooklyn, right in the dead smack in Brooklyn right there.
Okay, so for my second question then, it's also your second consecutive fight as a co-feature fight, with Danny Garcia being the main event of both fights here. But how anxious are you to be involved in a future main event fight, and how close do you believe you are from one?
Well, my last fight was just a co-feature. That means I open up the co-feature and they'll open up the main event. And this time around, I'm the co-feature. So, you know, only those people know behind the closed doors, behind doing the business, that how far and how close. I just be prepared and ready for whatever fight and whatever they bring to me, you know, for another opportunity. It's what I'm working hard for, and every time I step out there, I step up the ladder just a little bit more, and I'm taking the work ethic up a little bit more.
Okay. And then my next question is, I see that the former middleweight title holder, Jermaine Taylor, was considered for this fight. Do you know what happened to that fight at all?
Well, you know, I've never been a matchmaker. I don't know what goes behind closed doors, what decisions are being made. I just know I'm fit and ready and focused to fight anybody. And, you know, whether it's Jermaine Taylor or Fernando Guerrero or any other guys, I just prepare to be ready. And, you know, I'm just very blessed to be able to, you know, fight again in the Barclays Center for the co-feature. And, you know, against whoever, I don't mind.
Okay. And then my next question here is a little bit background on you. Because from seeing on your Twitter and through the crowds at several other fights, I see you always seem to be like a fight fan first. Do you have a particular favorite fighter that you follow, or some of the fighters out there that you like to mention that you follow through the sport?
Well, you know, of course I'm a Mayweather fan. And of course I'm a, you know, like an Adrian Broner fan, an Andre Ward fan. I like Andre Guerrero. You know, I like, you know, who else is out there that I'm just keeping a close eye? I like Devin Alexander. You know, even though people don't really give him crap, they think he's a real humble, you know, gracious guy in boxing. You know, I like Timothy Bradley. I like Timothy Bradley. I'm not gonna say I used to like him just because of the decision went to, you know, him after before. But you know, he's still a good fighter to me. You know, those are the kind of the guys. Oh, I like the 118-pounder that what's his name, Abner Mares fought and beat. You know, he to me was a good fighter, good flashy defensive fighter. I like how he fights. I like Guillermo Rigondeaux, the Cuban. I like you know, Gamboa. I like those. I just, as a fight fan, I like the whole boxing community and just be fans of different fighters. It's so hard to pick one who you keep your eye on.
Especially the way it is now. It's getting really exciting now. My last question for you here is, you're the current WBO middleweight champion. So as a champ, do you feel that other fighters need to come at you for the belt? Or are there any fighters out there then that you still would consider calling out?
Well, you know, I learned my lesson calling out Sergio Martinez. People took a backlash to that. I just be ready. Like I said, you know, now there's going to be a lot of guys that want to challenge me, and I think about, you know, good challengers out there, and I think that I'm just defend the belt with pride. That's all that really matters at this time and at this level.
Okay. Thank you. That's all the questions I have for you. Now I'm going to turn it over to Rudy. Go ahead, Rudy.
Hey, what's up, Peter?
How you doing, Rudy?
How's it going, man? I don't know if you probably don't remember me. I did a little mini interview to you back over there at Sports Arena during the last Santa Cruz fight.
Yeah, the Santa Cruz fight is when it was fighting on yes.
Yeah. You still training at the wild card?
Yes, I'm just still training at the wild card.
How is it working and working at the wild card?
Working at the wild card is a good atmosphere for boxing, and like you got guys that want to be champions, you got guys that are champions, you got guys that's even former champions working out there, and just to be around such a good gym and a good family of people, it's just like a blessing at the end of the day. It only strives me to want to be better and motivated to be better. I'm just very blessed to be able to train in such a hot gym that a lot of people want to, either get to witness some of the work that's in there and be part of it.
I have a question on your last fight. I think it was an exciting fight, but after Amdan kept getting up, what was going through your mind? Because I think you
keep knocking him down. Keep knocking him down. I can't get, he's a good fighter. I can't take that away in his will to win. It's okay. He getting back up. That only made me look better. Give me to be able to put him down.
Right.
And they got to give him credit that he did give up 100 times.
Yeah, man. After I think that first knockdown, when you dropped him with that left hook, I thought that was it. He just got back up. I was really good fight.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm glad to have that kind of fight on my record.
Yeah. My second question, can you describe to us, the feelings and the emotions that went through you, when your hands was raised and you were officially declared the champion?
Oh, man, when you're working all your whole life to accomplish something and finally accomplish it, of course you're going to get a kind of like emotional feeling to yourself, like that, especially if you, like me, I'm just was blessed to be able to put so many years into boxing and finally become a world champion. So, with that being said, that's what it's all about, is to keep being humble and keep getting better, and that's what I'm on the journey for right now.
All right. And my third question is, Fernando Guerrero wants what you have, something that you've worked, all your career for. What are you going to do to him?
Oh, to the guy I'm about to fight?
Yeah.
I'm going to create fireworks in the month of February. That's what I'm asking to do. It's a good matchup. A guy that want to be a champion and a champion defending his belt. It's like I said, it's a blessing. And like I said, I'm not going to, stop it now. For me to be a champion, that's what it's all about. And now I'm just going to keep on striving to be the best.
Cool, man. My last question, a lot of, this question is directed to, people that probably have little knowledge on boxing in Cuba. Where does your name Kid Chocolate come from?
Kid Chocolate comes from the original Kid Chocolate from the 1920s, early 1930s, from Cuba. One of Cuba's best boxers that ever came out of Cuba. And, I kept the name alive by taking on the name with my Cuban heritage. I'm half Cuban. My dad is from Cuba, born and raised in Cuba. Moved here when he's like 40, in his 40s. You know what I'm saying? And then, I carry on the name and the tradition of the original Kid Chocolate just to keep the name alive and make sure that people know that I know my history, and I'm just, like I said, I'm a fight fan first before I'm a boxer.
Right. Cool, man. It was a pleasure talking to you, man, and best of luck on your future defenses, and we'll be watching and supporting you, man.
Thank you, man.
And now Lucas is gonna ask you some questions.
Thank you, Rick. All right, Quillin. We definitely appreciate you coming on to the Heavy Bag. And I had text earlier comment somebody saying that they were wanting an Indom rematch. I know you saw that, and that's just ridiculous. Knock him down 6 times.
It's okay. You got to understand, these boxing people, what they do, they want to make controversy. They want to be able to get my attention sometimes, and sometimes it's just like, it is, if I fight him again, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be ready. That's what that matters. Like, You know, just like if they haven't been made yet, and whatever case, I don't know what's going on. Like, you know, I think people should take, you know, that kind of stuff to Golden Boy. I don't have no say in who I fight. I don't never say I'm gonna fight that guy I want to fight. I just keep my you know, I keep my hands up, my chin down, and ready to go at any time. So that's what I'm worried about for the most part. If I get worried too much about what these people say, that, yo, half of these people be sitting on their couch watching boxing. Or some of these people never had a fight in their life, and they're going to tell me what I'm scared and what I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get them, you know what I do? I focus on the people that support me and give me the positive support. I'm not saying, you know, y'all, people got to wish for me to beat up people like, you know, to a bloody pulp, whatever the case may be. I just believe in my supporters that support me, and that's what it's all about for me to keep inspiring those people.
Right. Yeah, and as you grow, you're going to continue to have those haters and people that try to put you down. So, but in your upcoming fight with Guerrero, you know, you're looking at that guy. He has, you know, high knockout percentage. Are you worried about his power? Are you, you know, training for that? What are you worried about with Guerrero?
Once they step in the ring with me, they never fought a fighter like me. That's what I'll say. You know, I got something special. I only got 15 amateur fights. 28 fights out of all the 28 fights, 20 people didn't make it a decision. You know, and nearly always made it. Like, he got a strong will, kept getting back up, but I dropped him 6 times. You haven't seen a fight like that in a long time where a guy gets up and knock him out. He gets up, knock him down again, gets up, knock him down again, and made it a competitive fight. So, like I said, I only can take that in my future fights for me to be able to be ready and focused. Like, if we look at Guerrero and we say the same thing, what fight are we going to be able to say that he had that kind of breakthrough fight where breakthrough performances on his record? Like, I got the durability of my body. I got the experience. I am focused, ready. And like I said, when I touch him, he's going to have to decide what kind of fighter he is once that happens. I'm not worried about what he's going to do. He got to be worried about what I do to him. I'm putting X amount of hours in the gym, 6 days a week. My best friend is like, man, you working at a different level right now. You know, you want to know when it's too much. I don't think never is. You can never do too much work. I am super ready. I done did everything in the training camp and fought the fight in my head already. Going through sparring partners, hurting guys, putting putting guys down, and you know that for me, I am ready. I already seen all what he can throw at me at this fight, and you know he has already one loss on his record. I don't. Out of 28 fights, I don't have one loss. I'm going for my 29 straight victories, and I'm telling you, I'm coming off a fight candidate fight of the year, and I'm ready.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, we definitely appreciate that. We can see also that you're, you know, going to defend against an actual, you know, young contender, unlike some other people, not to name names.
Like I said, they line them up, I knock them down. That's all I got to do. You line them up, I knock them down. Right. I've never been a matchmaker, and it's too late in my career to be trying to be that. I guess after my career, if I decide that's what I want to do for a living, then I'll do it. But right now, I'm a boxer, and I'm trying to pin my belt with pride, and that's all that matters.
Well, that kind of answered my next question, too, because I was going to ask you also what kind of career goals that you do have for yourself now that you are a champion.
Pay-per-view star.
Right.
I want to be a pay-per-view star. I want to be able to take it up to the next level now. I became a champion. That's what I always wanted. Now I became a champion. Now I kind of be unified champion. Now I kind of be the pay-per-view star that I want to be. Trying to beat up the arch nemesis that I got out there, all those guys, the Sergio Martinez's, the Daniel B, or whatever his name is, Zaneta Golovkin's, all those guys. I'm coming for them.
That's good to hear. Speaking of Golovkin, actually, do you want to give us a prediction or who you think might win that Rosado Golovkin for Saturday?
I mean, if we look at it, you know, a lot of people would say, you know, he's going to win and do that. But, I mean, why would they pick a guy that he can beat then? You know what I'm saying? Unless they're saying that he can get a secure fight with the other champion. Just like, for me, there's no money in the fight right now. I think eventually it will be. And those are going to be one of those potential fights that I'm going to have on my record. But for right now, you know, like I've never been played a matchmaker. And, you know, I hear what they say. And I give more credit to Gabriel for taking a fight out of his weight class to tell me a lot about what kind of fighter he is. So, you know, I just want to see a good fight. I don't want to see one guy pulverize the next guy and everybody say, I knew it. See a good fight. We see a good fight, and that's better for the sport that we see that.
Definitely.
All right. Would you agree with me?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he took the fight. I mean, so that was a good step up. He wanted to actually defend it at the 160 and not do no catch weight. So, my hats off to him. But we definitely appreciate you having you on. I didn't really have any other questions, but we definitely appreciate you coming on the show.